Testing, 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 testing. Oh, now my mouth isn't working. Okay, no, it's working. The going gets tough from the get-go. Go, man, go. Oh, brother, not another... Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I think we're live again. I'm sorry that your network is down, Nickel Ghost. I'm sorry about all the dysfunction in your life. I'm sorry. But the reason for that is because the algae that you work with is starting to climb into your bloodstream and interact with your DNA, and it's overtaking your system. It's stimulating your senses and making you into more algae than man. That's the way these things go, and all you can do is accept them. Surely there has to be a way, though, to continue what I was already doing rather than starting it all over again. But that's okay, because this is what I'm doing today, friends. This is the figuring it out part of my life. This is the turning point where I go from girl to woman, from lass to adventurer. This is how I take on the world, by learning and taking this software in the palm of my hand and opening it. I don't know what I mean by that, but that's okay. Let's see here. Is this... Oh man, I have like the wrong live stream open on my YouTube tab. Okay, I see the problem with YouTube. This is why people don't use YouTube. It's very dysfunctional. It doesn't work as good as Twitch, honestly. Though maybe I'm a little bit biased because well, actually, I don't know. Twitch has its own flaws in general. I don't mean to be dismissive to Twitch, and there's a lot of Twitch people that I really quite like, but I feel like Twitch culture is really annoying, and I believe that, I don't know, I think that if you exist in the Twitchy sphere, that annoyingness can kind of run off on you, and that sounds mean. I don't want to be mean to Twitch. I'll be mean to someone else. Alright, I'm gonna tell you guys something really, really, really mean, actually. Did you know that I hate Pomni? Did you know that I absolutely despise Digital Circus Pomni? Whenever I look at Pomni, I get filled with absolute bile and hate towards that little loopy clown. Well, yeah, that's a fine point, Marcus Vinicibus. It is designed for streaming, but because it's all about live streaming, it has a very, very specific set of norms, and those can be a little bit annoying. Twitch is an annoying place to be sometimes. But that's not to say that YouTube isn't annoying, too. There's a lot of annoying things in the world. Even me. I myself am quite annoying, and I can't really help it because that's just my nature. Hi, Fish. Are you feeling fishy today? Fish, how do you feel? Whoa! Marcus, are you a Pomni fan? That's disgusting. Well, it's not disgusting. It's just kind of sad. Well, I'm sorry. I'm being too hateful today. I need to tone it down because I'm seeing you for the first time in a long time, and so I have to treat this as a family reunion. I have to treat this as respectful. I respect you and your Pomni-loving nature. I guess Pomni isn't the worst character I've ever seen, but I definitely don't like her. She's just annoying. Her character design is also annoying. Digital Circus is kind of annoying. No offense to Gooseworks and staff. I admire your gumption in creating this show, but man, I don't care for Digital Circus one bit. That said, I do like Ragatha's design. She's okay, but that's just because it's almost exactly the design of Raggedy Ann, and Raggedy Ann is a beautiful, beautiful girl. Why did I leave Balthazar Gelt? I don't know, I got a little bit too caught up with school, and I'm not really good at the whole work-life balance thing. I have really, really bad time management skills, and my computer is on the fritz, and is frequently, on a multiple daily sort of basis, giving me issues, and so oftentimes I find the process of, getting it to work for live streaming to outweigh the fun to be had with the live streaming. Whereas whenever you focus on videos, let's say your computer messes up, it crashes. Well, it's a disturbance, and it's certainly frustrating, but it's a lot easier to get back into the swing of things after than with a live stream. And also videos in general are going to be a bit shorter, and so it's easier to just like make something that might take about 10-30 minutes with editing max, as opposed to being there for hours, which I did enjoy doing, but at the moment, at least until I replace my computer, which I don't know how long that'll be. It's just kind of, that's a big fiscal endeavor, and there's other things that I gotta focus on before that. But anyway, the point is that we're here now. Balthazar, paper, Marcus Vinicibus. And now that we're all gathered here today, we have important business to discuss. We all need to get together, and we need to put our hands into the pot. Are you going to do that? Have you put your hand into the pot yet? Please hurry. We don't have much time. This computer could crash at any moment, so I'm going to need you to go ahead and put your hand in the pot. And then I will take my ceremonial Odette dagger, and I'm going to cut all of our hands, and we are all going to bleed out into the communal pot. And then, as our blood mixes together, we will then dip our hands in the communal pot, and we will be bonded for life as blood brothers. Yeah, of course you need to go wash your hands. You can't just get your crusty M&M fingernails into the blood pot. This is serious business, Marcus Vinicibus. In fact, you should even mention that you need to wash your hands, insinuating that they're already dirty. It makes me question whether or not you're cut out for the blood brother life. Thank you, Nickel Ghost. This is the sort of proactive mindset that we like to see. Are you ready, friends? Are you ready to bleed into the pot? To bleed is to succeed. To bleed is what you need. To bleed is who you are. Those who bleed shall go far. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Wait, the thank you for your time kind of insinuates that I have somewhere else to be. And I don't necessarily have somewhere else to be. I'm just expressing the gratitude that I have in my heart for your blood contributions, for my blood contributions. You know what? It might hurt a little bit, but it's not going to hurt all that much. And the most important thing to keep in mind, paper, is that it's good for you. What is a little sting of pain in the face of the proposition of having lifelong blood brothers that you can rely on? Think about your blood as it exists now. You have one blood type, and it's very lonesome as it flows through your veins. If we meddle all of our blood types together, we'll have super blood. Do you understand that? It'll be A O negative, A B positive, positive, negative, O negative, A B positive, O negative, positive, 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 A blah 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 blue. It'll be beautiful. That's the point. It'll be like fruit salad of DNA. It will strengthen you and me. This is what I need in order to be a successful streamer. Okay? Thank you, my friends. I appreciate your contributions. I like these whimsical colors. I like the saturated greens and yellows and reds and blues and violets. Whenever I look upon myself in this form, I feel quite pleased with it. Hold on, I want to get a closer look, but it's going to be hard because there's two of them. I wonder if I can click it together. Hold on. Hold still. I need to do something. Just hold still. I gotta. Group. Okay. Group. Yay! I need to zoom in. I need to zoom in so that I can make eye contact with you. Alright. Back to my eyes right now. Can you feel the sincerity within them? I feel a little bit sincere today. I don't think I've told any lies so far. I don't think I've done anything too malicious, too sneaky. So today I suppose the theme will be earnestness, sincerity, blood, and colors. Can you see any figures in these marvelous clouds? What's that? It's Odette Balbsy. Do you understand what this means? Odette Balbsy. And look over here. In these mountains. What do you find? Odette Balbsy. Odette Balbsy makes up the sky. Odette Balbsy makes up the mountains and trees and plains. Odette Balbsy makes up the blood that courses through your veins. We are all Odette. Even you. Look at this road. This beautiful road path is also Odette. It is the path most traveled and most rewarding to travel. It is the path of being Odette, and this is why we must all be Odette. I have never told a lie. What lie have I ever told, Marcus Vinnicus? Who do you think I am, George Washington? Do you think that I just tell lies about chopping down people's cherry trees? I don't appreciate that. That's not only slander, but it's libel. Libel? Libel? How do you say that? Nickel Ghost, you're pretty clever. How do you say libel? Is it libel or libel or libel? Blech. I need some tea. Oh no, I messed up my thing again. Hold on. I threw over my microphone. Let me find it. Hold on. I didn't throw my microphone. I threw the camera. Let me pick it up again. I think it should still work though. Yeah, it still works. Alright. 1 second. That was some refreshing iced tea. Liable. I'm not. These are all mouse. Well, of course it's all mouse. Mice are really important, you should know. They're so important that I think about mice on a daily basis. How often do you think about mice? Probably only half as often as I do. Because if you're thinking mice, you're thinking nice. They're the nicest creatures on earth. If we think back to the time of Noah's Ark, do you know who was organizing all of the team building activities? It certainly wasn't beavers. No. It was mice. When you think back to the people who were helping those who were wounded on the battlefield, was it camels? No. It was mice. When you think back to all of the grannies who pinch your cheeks, what were they? The answer is simple. It's mice. It's always been mice. I think about slugs. Lord Skinless, I have a bit of a bone to pick with you. Not only because you're talking about slugs and this is an hour for appreciating mice, but because you doubted the validity of my suggestion. I told you, hey, listen here, Lord Skinless. I think you, yes you, Lord Skinless, you would be a great contender for enjoying the beautiful experimental album TNT by the band Tortoise. And do you want to know what you said? You responded with skepticism. However, it's been a while now. So, what were your thoughts? What was your favorite track on Tortoise's wonderful album TNT, Lord Skinless? I await with bated breath. Is that what bated breath even means? I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know, though. Sometimes I think about Noah's Ark, and I think if there were 2 of every animals, the animals would all become extremely inbred, wouldn't they? Because that's not a lot of genetic diversity for those animals. I would think that they would be susceptible to, like, I don't know, mutations, and they would be really, really weak. Their immune systems would be underdeveloped and stuff. So I don't necessarily think that Noah really knew what he was talking about. He probably should have gathered at least, like, very minimum, like 20 of each animal, and even then, that's not really a huge gene pool. But if he had 20 of each animal, then he would need a much bigger ark than whatever he had. Do we know the size of this ark? Do we know the dimensions of Noah's Ark? He is like a Noah's Armada. If anybody is in contact with Noah, please ask him. Please ask him why he only chose to have 2 of every animal. However, this isn't true of mice. Because mice are very compact. You can easily fit 5,000 mice onto a single ark and still have room for more. And so the mice that rode upon Noah's Ark are in fact not inbred, and specifically they were bulb sea mice, the least inbred of all mice, okay? Inbred DLC. Ooh. I don't know, Mac Daddy. I don't know. I think those animals... This is why those animals were so wacky looking in the olden times. This is why Dr. Seuss's animals have that particular look about them. They didn't have the genetic diversity to look any different. Now the wild species are doing a bit popular, but in those ancient times, that's just the way that things used to be. So please, stop thinking about slugs, because slugs are not relevant. Think about TNT, and think about how much you like it. Oh, I got scared, sorry. Okay, calm down, Odette. Don't be scared. Be not afraid, mouse, for you are the mouse that rules your own destiny. Well, I am a little bit scared, honestly. I'm a little bit scared, but I need to remember, wizards. Wizards are not only wise, but they are brave. They are noble. Sometimes they are malicious. 10-ton slug. 10-ton slug. 10-ton slug. What is 10-ton slug? Let me Google this. Is it a band? Is it an album? 10-ton slug. Alright, Mr. Skinless. Recommend an album by 10-ton slug to check out, and I'll listen to it. I like listening to things. I've been revisiting a lot of Erasure lately. Nostalgic and bright. Cheerful and dreamy. Love Erasure, but don't we all? I also missed an academic advising appointment because I was blasting Robot Unicorn Attack, and I got really, really invested in playing it. And after I'm done speaking with you today, I'm probably gonna go play it some more. It's just so fun and hypnotic. Hello! Hello, Mike Picone. Nice to see you on this fine afternoon. Are you having a fine afternoon? Did you consider playing Robot Unicorn Attack today? Noah got every species of mice, this is true, but he also chose to get 5,000 bulb sea mice because they're very important, you know. Bulb sea mice are essential in studying immunology. Don't you want to be immune to things, Paper? Or would you rather be feeble and weak? Would you rather skip out on all of the delicious vitamins that we want to give you in favor of being pale, frail, and anemic? Well, it's okay if that's your choice. I think that anemia is becoming of you. But I am glad, though. I am glad, Skinless, Mr. Skinless, that you enjoyed the album. And I also like that your name is Mr. Skinless. It reminds me of the concept of flaying. And that's pretty barbaric, being flayed, but it's also a little bit fascinating. I think that I probably wouldn't enjoy being flayed because I like to take care of my skin and wear lotion and stuff. So if you get flayed, you probably cannot utilize lotion. You'd probably get really, really, really crispy really fast, and since you didn't have any skin, your body would just be covered in bloody, bloody scabs. Can somebody survive flaying? I don't think they can anyway. Hello, Dodsodola. Dodsodalo. I accidentally called you Dodola, but Dodola is one of the protagonists of the graphic novel Habibi. I like that novel, it's pretty good. I guess a lot of people think that the creator of it is a little bit, smarmy and lame, but his art is really beautiful. That said, I can't remember what it's called. Hold on, let me show you Habibi. I have that one because one day after school, I read it in a Hastings in middle school, and I was like, whoa, this is some really, really nice looking art, and so I just had to have it, so I saved up, and then eventually I got it. Graphic novel. Habibi graphic novel. Wait, is this? This is a fine panel to show. It's not explicit or anything. It's just nice. Or really all that alarming. It's just like, alright, bear with me. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this graphic novel, Habibi, and you're going to be like, wow, that's really beautiful. I did used to like to go to Hastings a lot after school whenever I was in middle school. I was thinking about this earlier. I didn't have all that much to do, so I would just walk on over there and read the books that they had. And then I was remembering specifically, this one time there was this, homeless panhandler outside of the Hastings, and as a child, and probably now, I don't know, I was very curious about people, and I'm just annoying. So I went and I sat by him, and then I started talking to him, and I talked to him for like 2 hours, and we became buddies, and he taught me all about, like, panhandling, and told me wacky stories about his pet goat and his pet duck. And he told me that if I wanted to panhandle, I would be successful at it because I was a little girl and people would feel bad for me. And I was like, thank you, that's some good advice, mister. And then I shared my Twizzlers with him. I don't know whatever happened to that man, but I do remember that the name of his pet goat and the name of his pet duck were not appropriate. They were very, very vulgar names. That's not the point now. The point now is looking at the graphic novel, Habibi. Oh wait, this panel is I need to adjust this so that you can see it. Though I don't know, just Google it. Just Google Habibi graphic novel and look at a few of the pages that you're able to find. It has a very, very pretty illustration style. And now I suppose maybe that's lessened by the story of the vulgar duck man. But I do wonder from time to time whatever happened to the vulgar duck man. And I do feel nostalgic about my times in my childhood, wandering around in Wyoming, going to the Hastings. That's okay though. Those times have gone. Nostalgia will kill you. That's what they say. Dodzodolo. 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 Okay, I'm glad that I got it, Dodzodolo. I'm glad that I can respectfully say your name. It is very nice, isn't it, Nickel Ghost? You should give it a view. I don't know how well it holds up because I think I last read it probably about 6 years ago. But one cannot deny the aesthetic quality, and I'm certain that it's at very least better than American Elf. I hate American Elf. Well, I shouldn't just randomly hate on American Elf. That American Elf guy never really did anything to me. But I also have a vendetta against the guy that makes American Elf because I really just don't like American Elf. And there's nothing explicitly wrong with the American Elf comics. It's just another thing where they rub me the wrong way and they annoy me, and I don't like that elf character, and he's like bald. Not that I have anything against bald people. There's some bald people that I do respect quite a lot. It's just like, American Elf in particular, it gives me this bad feeling. But Gene Ween's bald, and I do like him. I appreciate that he is bald. I respect him for it. There's nothing wrong with baldness. And I like Jason Alexander. Jason Alexander is a pretty talented person. And who else is bald? I think at one point Grace Jones was bald, and I like Grace Jones. And so, don't you ever get the impression that just because you're bald doesn't mean that you can't do wonderful things. Your hair is not your defining factor of having a good life. The defining factor of having a good life is how much you appreciate rodents. It is an Arabic smoke. I'm glad to see you, Cheeto Puff. I haven't streamed in a really, really long time. This is kind of an erratic decision, especially on YouTube because I used to be Twitch. But I would be very surprised to hear that Corpse would speak praises of me, given that she can't speak because she's dead. But that's very nice, very nice. Hi, Paper. Unless it's a different corpse. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of people that could be called corpse. There's a lot of corpses in the world, too. There's more corpses than there are living people, I'm rather sure. I don't like seeing them, though. I don't like going to funerals. It's an ominous experience. I don't think I could ever be a mortician or anything like that. I don't like looking at... I do not enjoy looking at cadavers. It reminds me of my own mortality, and I don't fear death necessarily, but it still can be uncomfortable to be looking at the dead. That's okay, Paper. I'm glad that I got to see you today. Forever how short it was. Get it, Nickel Ghost. Get the hardcover and read this beautiful book. There's some parts of it that are a bit strange, but it's overall a very touching story that is beautifully illustrated. Indeed, I am from Wyoming. Well, it's complicated. I was born in well, it's not that complicated at all. I'm just being hyperbolic. But I was born in Texas and moved to Wyoming at a very young age. So I grew up in Wyoming. But then, around high school or so, I moved back to Texas. And so I've lived only in Texas and Wyoming in my life before. Which, actually, they're not all that different from each other. My voice just broke like that puberty Simpsons character. But that's okay. Just don't pay attention to my voice breaking. I just have a breaking voice. Please don't notice it. Don't point it out, or else I'll cry, or else I'll poke my eye out. But anyway. Texas and Wyoming are actually culturally rather similar. I would actually say that Wyoming is a bit more rustic than Texas. The people there are more self-sufficient because, I don't know, Texas is also a bit, especially nowadays, it's a bit hipstery, I suppose, which is fine. That's just how it goes, and that's a neutral quality, of course, in my opinion. I don't think that there has to be a competition between the rustic and the hipstery city slicker folks. I think that we can coexist, but without a doubt, Wyoming is the more rustic of the two. And one thing that was distinctive about growing up in Wyoming is that we got school holidays for the beginnings of the various hunting seasons, because hunting is really big up there. Pardon me for 1 second, I need another drink. Hello. My web camera died, but my microphone didn't. But I feel like it'll probably come back on eventually, so I'm just going to keep on rolling with it. Just imagine that my eyes are open and that my head is bobbling around to the sound of what I'm saying. Maybe if I just reset it real fast. Hold on. Is it going? No, she's not going to work. She's quitting on us. She's quitting on me. No, there it goes. Okay. We are back. Odette is resilient. Odette can't be thwarted. But anyway, aside from the hunting culture, there was also a lot of people, well, I guess this is part of the hunting culture, they also like to make their own beef jerky a lot. And so my grandpa, whenever we were up there, he would get tons and tons of beef jerky from like his coworkers and stuff. And so we would always have quite a lot of jerky in the home. Well, not beef jerky, like deer jerky and various jerkies. Fishing was also really big too. Now, I'm not really into hunting, but I did absolutely love fishing. I used to fish a lot whenever I was a child, and I'm a little bit nostalgic for fishing. Maybe I'd have to give it another go someday. But the fish that would primarily catch up there would be rainbow trout. A lot of rainbow trout up in Wyoming. Do you enjoy Texas Cheeto Puff? Does it make you feel alive? Do you feel like an authentic Texan? Also, horseback riding is really popular in Wyoming as well. There are a lot of people that I went to school with that had their own horses, but I didn't. And rodeos were popular too. Probably more so. Like, Texas is stereotyped as a cowboy state, but cowboy is very much more alive in Wyoming. And also, with the hunting thing, you would see people walking around sometimes in the grocery stores in Wyoming, and they would just be covered in pelts. So it would look like Game of Thrones characters or any really fantasy media type character, because it would just be covered in wolf pelts. And that was pretty shocking. Pretty neat, but pretty shocking. I do quite miss Wyoming. The only thing that is negative about Wyoming is that there's very little to do there if you like, I don't know, going to galleries or seeing shows and stuff. There's not a whole lot of that in Wyoming. But I would say that, that's alright. There's a lot to love about it that probably outweighs the few negatives. I like Wyoming. I liked my cowboy childhood. Well, I wasn't a cowboy, but I liked living there, you know? I didn't fall asleep. I'm wide awake, baby. I'm awake and I'm ready to snake. That wasn't a good snake hiss. I don't think they go. That's a better snake hiss. Honestly, if I look at my face, I don't really look that much like a mouse. I feel like I kind of could look like a snake too. If I wasn't a mouse, maybe I would be a snake. Or maybe I would be a fly. Maybe I think I would enjoy being a fly with big bulgy eyes and maybe shiny iridescent skin and wonderful antennae. I would be like a David Cronenberg fly. I wouldn't be a cute fly like Buzz Off Maggie or whatever that Disney show was called. I'd be a nasty, nasty fly man covered in goo and slime and fly hair. So perhaps it's for the best. Ooh, Cheeto, are you in Houston? Do you got a problem with Houston? 3 days, Cheeto. Do you remember the Texas freeze? That was pretty cool. I had actually a very good time. Wait, that's insensitive to say that I had a good time during the Texas freeze, but I did. I did enjoy the Texas freeze because the area where I lived at the time wasn't hit very hard by it. And so work was and everything was canceled. I think it was canceled anyway because I think this was during COVID, but I didn't lose electricity, so I just had a fabulous time wandering around in the snow, rolling around with it. Sorry, I just had to go off to the side and remember my fond memories of my own personal Texas freeze. It was a good time for me. Man, those were the days. Wait, that's also insensitive, but I've said it plenty of times before. During 2020, I actually had a pretty comfortable time because, I don't know. I just don't really do all that much anyway, so it wasn't a big change. And so I liked to just go wander around all day, and I played Pokemon Go quite a lot at that time. And so I would just walk around all day playing Pokemon Go, and that was pretty good. Well, not like all day, but quite a lot. And I never minded wearing the masks anyway because I wore them prior to COVID because I just enjoy wearing them, and also because Texas is dusty and I don't always want to get a mouthful of dirt, because that's actually a problem that you'll encounter in Texas is if you go outside whenever it's windy, you will get dirt in your mouth and it won't taste so nice, but it might give you a little bit of nourishment. Aw, I'm sorry that you got hurricaned. I'm sorry, and I hope that the sanctity of your home hasn't been compromised due to it. That's a shame. Never been to Galveston, though. Man, do you guys ever just, like, pet your own head? Because if you think about it, well, I guess you don't really have to think about it, but I feel like my hair, it makes me feel like I'm petting, like, a labradoodle or something. Something very soft. So oftentimes now I've gotten into a habit of like petting my head as though it was a dog all day, and I just repetitively do it. And I don't know if that's bad because maybe it'll make me go bald due to having too much, like, I don't know, friction on my head, but I enjoy the feeling. It makes me feel as though I am my own labradoodle. Well, maybe not that literally, but figuratively. I am a figurative labradoodle because I'm a mouse. Not a labradoodle, but my friends, I suggest that you all do it. Also, I think that scalp massages are good for you. It's good for your brain. It'll get the blood flowing to it, so that way you can think of very good ideas. You can think of wonderful things to say to your friends and colleagues. Ooh, I'm glad that you also had a nice freeze. I could honestly go for another freeze right now. I just really want to be in a winter wonderland. Winter is my favorite season of all time, even though I kinda hate being cold. I love the atmosphere of winter, and I do actually, I don't know, if you're cold for too long, it's uncomfortable, of course, but being cold for a little bit is rather nice because it intensifies the niceness of whenever you finally get warm. And then, of course, there's wonderful things like snowmen, and everybody enjoys a hot cup of cocoa, and winter clothing is among the most comfortable and the most stylish. I like to see people bundled up in lots of layers with hats and scarves. It pleases my eyes to see people dressed for winter. I'm glad that we are all chronic head petters, that we are all labradoodles of the scalp. this is the way to live. And also, I just want to throw it out there that I hate Long John Silver's. It's disgusting and horrible, and I'm not quite sure why I remembered Long John Silver's right now. But I just want everybody to know that I hate Long John Silver's. Everything there is disgusting. I don't even know anybody that would willingly eat at Long John Silver's. Well, my dad would, but that's his problem. I've never been to New Jersey, but I respect New Jersey, Lord Skinless. One day, if I ever go to Jersey, I'm going to go see the Big Ugly Clown poster, or billboard, or whatever it is. Have you ever seen the Big Ugly Clown? Is it cool? And then you get to walk through the Big Ugly Clown's mouth, right? What's that? Well, Lord Skinless, I want to live vicariously through you. Since I'll probably never go to New Jersey, what I need you to do is I need you to go up to that clown and I need you to walk through its gaping mouth. And no. I don't want you to walk through the mouth. I want you to frolic through the clown's gaping mouth. Oh no, my computer is going to die soon. My battery is low. That's okay though. I probably should have plugged it in. But see, the thing is that also the charging port thing is broken too. And so I have to hold it entirely still or else it won't charge. But that's enough about my dysfunctional computer. The point is that I want you to frolic through the mouth of the clown and tell me how it goes, because I'm never going to go to New Jersey. And yet it's my dream. It's my dream to walk along the shores of Jersey, yet it may never be realized. Baldness, blood, and mice. This is true. I respect the bald. Also, hi, Rico. Nice to see you on this fine afternoon. Are you feeling groovy, my child? Are you grooving around? Is Long John Silver's a criminal establishment? Honestly, Dolo, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because their food is criminally disgusting. It's not even fit for cockroaches to feast on. It's not even fit for vermin such as myself. Just kidding, I'm no vermin. I'm a wonderful, wonderful mouse. Look at me. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Wait, hold on. I'm going to take a screenshot of myself, and then I'm going to do the opposite of... I'm going to do the opposite of making it negative. So whoa! Look in the top corner. That's the Eiffel Tower. Whoa! I didn't even intentionally put that in there. Do you see the Eiffel Tower over there? This is like we're taking an international vacation now. Holy smokes. That's a lot of clever design work, Odette, and you didn't even do that intentionally. That's the power of your subconscious. It puts you right in France, right where you need to be. But no, I have never heard of Long John Silver's being a criminal front, but I do hate Long John Silver's. I truly, truly do. And that's true, Marcus Vinicibus. You can wear more clothes, but you can't take it away unless you flay yourself. Like Johnny Skinless, Mr. Skinless, Dr. Skinless, whatever his name is. Wait. What do you mean you haven't heard of the New Jersey clown mouth? I thought that was like a common thing that people will literally go to New Jersey for. Let me Google it. New Jersey clown mouth. Cool. Wait a second. I'm Googling it, but I thought it doesn't exist. Hold on, let me draw a visual of it, because I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain that there's like a giant clown mouth, and it's in like New Jersey, and you're supposed to walk through the gaping clown mouth or something, and it's like a big old entrance, and you walk through the clown's mouth. Do you know what I'm talking about? Well, that's why they go to New Jersey, is so that they can go see the clown mouth. But you're telling me that the clown mouth doesn't even exist, and that's perplexing me. Hopefully I can draw the clown mouth before my computer dies. Okay, let's see. Okay. Wait, I guess I should share my window in MS Paint. No, this is getting too complicated. Okay, hold on. Window, share. paint. No, this isn't gonna work. MS Paint's always causing problems. See, I wanted to talk about the clown mouth and it's giving me trouble. We're just not meant to see the clown mouth. You're not meant to know what I'm talking about because the clown mouth is apparently very, very esoteric. Ugh. Okay, let's try. It's still not working. Gosh darn it. Oh, I think I got the clown mouth working. Okay. I'm going to show you what I mean about the New Jersey clown mouth. And I'm going to block my own face because we don't need to talk about Odette's face. We need to talk about the New Jersey clown mouth. The evil clown of Middleton. Wait, hold on, let me Google that. Evil clown of Middleton. No, that's not what I mean. The evil clown of Middleton is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a giant door that is like a mouth, and you walk through the mouth, and it's like a clown. Do you know what I mean? Another mouse has sent you. Stuart Little? That's my cousin. Just kidding. If Stuart Little was my cousin, then he probably wouldn't be like an orphan. We'd probably have adopted him, I guess. Alright, I'm drawing the clown mouth. I'm not very good at drawing, as you might know, but that's okay. I gotta work fast because I don't have the plug for my computer. It's in the other room, and if I get up, I'll probably jostle it, and my computer will die, and my stream will crash, because this here setup is garbage. But hold on, I'm drawing this really, really quickly, and you're gonna know what I'm talking about, and you're gonna be like, oh, Odette, I know what you're talking about. The evil clown mouth that you're supposed to walk through, and it's in New Jersey. The Wild World Boardwalk. Have you really not heard of the new? Is that what it's called? The visual is helping you get what I'm talking about, right? Though I think the clown has blue eyes. The eye color of the clown isn't relevant, but it's like a giant clown mouth, and it's kind of scary looking. And you walk through the clown's mouth, and it's like a portal door thing. You know, I swear it's not like something that I'm just making up or imagining, and I'm not being silly, goofy, or anything like that. I'm just like, I swear that this is like a real thing. Was Jersey part of Atlantic City? I don't know. Is this where you recognize this face from? Where it's like an evil, scary clown? Okay, let me Google Wildwood Boardwalk, and I'll see if that's what I'm talking about. Wildwood Boardwalk. Okay, I should probably Google clown, and that'll get me specifically to what we're looking for. Yeah! But I thought that I remembered that it like looked different, but yeah, that's the scary clown. See, Nickel Ghost. This is why we have you around. You know the things that I'm talking about. You understand. You understood the clown mouth, but I thought that it looked different, and I thought that his hair was red, and that his nose was red too, and because that clown's more of like a beautiful clown than a scary clown. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab that charger. And if everything dies, then it dies. So be it. My webcam. Oh wait, it messed up, but it's not dead. I just have to reset it. Oh my gosh, what a fortuitous occasion! I left and I jostled my computer a little, and it didn't die and crash. Thank goodness. This is a good omen, my friends. This is a good sign. Things might Things might be changing for the better for Odette. I'm not in a sticky wicket anymore. I've figured out my life. I'm a little bit frozen, but that's okay. I think it should resolve itself eventually. Wait, I don't want to restart the thing. Oh no, it's still not working. That's okay though. Hold on. Turn this off. Turn this on. I think. Yay! Hooray! 3 cheers for Odette for being technologically savvy. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! I think the way that I imagined the clown looking, though, is more akin to the way that the clown in the Brave Little Toaster looks. Not that I've ever seen the Brave Little Toaster, but I know about his existence, and I put my microphone far away from me, but now I have it again. My beautiful baby blue snowball. Wait, I'm gonna take off the pod from it, because I don't really use the pod anyway. I just like to hold it like an apple. I like to hold it like the skull in Hamlet, that I don't know the context of, because I've never seen it, and it might not even be Hamlet. I don't know. I'm not a sophisticated lady. I just know that he says, to be or not to be, that is the question. And I don't know what that means. I hated English class. And now you're going to think I'm a little bit of a simpleton just because I hate English class. But do you want me to be insincere and tell you that I loved English? No. Do you want to know what I wrote my final essay of my college English class on? I wrote it about the film It's Pat. And do you want to know why? Because It's Pat prominently features the band Ween, and so I wanted to talk about It's Pat because I could tangentially relate it to Ween, but I didn't want to talk about Ween because I was specifically talking about It's Pat and the perception of androgyny in the 90s, and it wasn't a very good essay, but that's okay because I didn't fail English. Thank you, Dodsolo. Dodsol. Dodd Sodola. Thank you, Dodd Sodola. I appreciate this. This is why we're all here today. This is why I've gathered you all here in front of this fire. We'll say it's not a bad thing that It's Pat couldn't be made today because It's Pat is honestly an awful movie. It's not funny at all, but I do like it. Anyway, I do like most movies that I see, except for anything that has Rob Schneider in it. I'll be able to find something that I like, but I absolutely detest Rob Schneider. He's the least funny person I've ever seen, and I hate looking at the hideous proportions of his face, his giant buggy eyes, and his evil smirk. I hate Rob Schneider. But anyway, there's a lot of heartwarming moments in It's Pat. I like the part where Pat's shirt gets ripped up, and then Ween consoles Pat and sews up their shirt. That's a really, really heartwarming moment. And we have to consider Pat one of the unofficial members of Ween. But I'm not going to talk about that now, or else it'll be a spoiler. Just kidding. I don't think I'm ever going to analyze It's Pat. I thought about it. I thought about trying to make a video essay about It's Pat, but I don't think I'm a video essayer. I don't think I have the gumption for that. Ween into SpongeBob. Ween into SpongeBob. You know, I saw them one time, and do you want to know what they played? They played the Loop-de-Loop song. That was a little bit shocking. No, I'm not talking about Dan Schneider. I'm talking about Rob Schneider. They look really different. Like, Dan Schneider is kind of, morbidly obese and has straight hair, and I believe he has brown eyes. Rob Schneider is of a more average build and has curly hair, and he has blue eyes. They look quite different from each other. Was able to hold out what? Have I really? Actually, the Nickel Ghost. It's been longer than that. No, it's not Dan Schneider. I'm not talking about Dan Schneider. I'm talking about Rob Schneider. They're different people entirely. Like, I don't want to pull up an image of Dan Schneider on here and be looking at Dan Schneider. That'd be like a bit depressing. That'd be a bit off-putting. But they're entirely different people. What? No! I'm not talking about Dan Schneider. We're talking about Rob Schneider. I don't think that Rob Schneider is like a horrible, horrible person or anything. He just makes terrible movies. Whereas Dan Schneider is obviously like abhorrent, but we're not talking about him. We're just talking about Rob Schneider and his tendencies to be in the worst movies. No! I didn't talk about this. I don't understand what you're getting at here. I never brought up Dan Schneider, and I never said that Rob Schneider did that stuff. That's okay. Take it easy, Odette. Don't get worked up. Don't get bamboozled. I'm Zen. I'm peace. Rob Schneider is a carrot. Why do you figure? Is it because he's kind of orange? You know, I do like Carrot Top. I don't think that he's funny or anything, but I like looking at Carrot Top. He's very fascinating. His extreme tan, his ginger afro. Does Carrot Top have... He does have a ginger afro. I don't know that Carrot Top is actually funny, because again, I've never seen what he does, but I think he's cool looking. He kind of reminds me of like a freaky tanned Danny Elfman. Oh, it looks like he's gotten some weird surgeries. Never mind. Well, you know what? That's okay. It's okay if Carrot Top has gotten some weird, unflattering plastic surgeries. That's none of my business. It's not nice. It's not cool. Don't bring up... Dod Solo. Dod Solo. See... We can't take you anywhere, Dod Solo. We can't even take you to the grocery store, to Costco, to get a small sample of a cube of cheese. Oh, okay, if you say so. I don't know what you're talking about, kids. I don't know what you're going on about. I haven't the slightest clue. Oh, by the way, I think that the 25th anniversary of SpongeBob was the other day, which got me thinking. Do you remember, I think about 2 years ago, whenever there was the South Park 25th anniversary concert, and they got Ween and Primus and I think Rush to perform there at the Red Rocks as well? They should have done that for SpongeBob. They also should have been at the Red Rocks, because the Red Rocks are cool. I mean, I've never been there, but there should have been holograms of SpongeBob. Ween should have performed the entirety of the Mollusk. Everybody should have been there. It should have been the major event of this century, but it didn't. So, Nickelodeon, it's a free idea. It's not too late. Just go ahead and do it a little bit late. I will not be disappointed. Christmas of the Board. Okay, hold on. Let me write this down in my notebook. What, did you go, Quill Clock? Did you really go? Oh, that's so cool. I really want to see Primus. Not that Primus is that hard to see, and I have seen Primus, but I only saw them for a short amount of time because it was part of a bigger festival. And then I got elbowed in the face and it really hurt, but I didn't mind that much. But it did really hurt, and then my nose was all like red and swollen for a long time. But I digress. I could have gone to see Primus, but the thing is that my dad wouldn't have been able to make it, and my dad especially also really likes Primus, and so I think it would have been really mean to have gone without him. I would have felt really cold doing that, you know. And so one day we'll see Primus again in a full-fledged concert. I have seen Les Claypool's Flying Frog Brigade though, and I did really like that. I would say that was probably my first introduction into really getting into Les Claypool. I guess I had to see him live for it really to kick in, but that was pretty spectacular. But I won't ramble on about that, but man, what a performance. What a show. But okay, hold on, let me write down Chairman of the Board so that I don't forget. And also, I think Lord Skinless, you never recommended an album from that Slug group that you mentioned. Or you did and I forgot. So just tell me again so that I don't forget this time. Okay. Zen. Let me take a sip of this beautiful tea. Pardon me. You need more less in your life? Have you listened to Riddles Are Abound Tonight? I really, really like Riddles Are Abound Tonight. I guess it's mean to say, but I probably like it more than any, Primus album. It's just very good. It's solid. Les Claypool, bring back sausage. Tour Riddles Are Abound Tonight again. It's what the public demands. We want sausage. We want sausage. What? Then who did? Are you sure? I'm so confused. Wasn't there a band? And it was called something peculiar. And there was a slug on the cover. Hold on, let me Google. I'm going to check my own search history. I'm almost certain that you were the one to say that. Hold on, what's the slug band? 10 Ton Slug. Somebody mentioned a 10-ton slug, and then I said, I don't know who that is, but tell me a CD for me to see, and I will see if I like thee. I don't think whoever said that ever responded, so I guess I won't be caring about 10-ton slug. Oh, I got mixed up, Nickel Ghost. Okay, I have to write this down too. Oh wait, I have a notebook over here. I have my notebook. Wait a second. I also have a notepad. Let me write these things down. Okay. Colossal oppressor. Carrot Top film. What's it called? Oh yeah, chairman of the board. Chairman of the board. Tarkus. What is Tarkus? I'm going to look this up too. I don't think I've ever heard Tarkus. I'm going to write this down on my handy dandy notepad. Oh, this handwriting sucks. In life, some people tell me, Odette, your handwriting sucks. And I like to defend it. I'd like to think that it looks rather nice, but the survey does say that it's illegible. At least my dad says that it's illegible. He complains whenever I write the grocery list and says that he can't say anything, but that's okay. The blood ritual, yay! Hooray, Nickel Ghost. See, this is why we did it. This is why we're all blood brothers here. Because the bond of blood brotherhood cannot be broken. It is the only thing in life that is permanent. Blood is permanent. Okay, I wrote it down on the notebook. I should have wrote it down in blood. Then I would have been ooh, whoa. Hold on a second. Look at my ears. Hold on. That's amazing. Look at the vortexes that exist within my ears. Isn't that the darndest thing you ever did see? Isn't that the most wonderful thing? Look at all of these spirals and planes and waves. They exist within me, and they are sine waves. Look at my waves. Oh, there's waves in my eyes too. It's filled with these little waves and circles. This is so cool. Holy smokes. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing all of these layers of circles? Holy smokes, I have so many circles on me, actually. I have circles in my cheeks. They look like the grooves on a vinyl. That's wild. I look so cool. Look at all of these little colors and shapes on my face. This was a great design choice, actually. I'm glad that I layered these filters in this way. This is so transfixing. Okay, I won't go on about it for too long, but this is really, really visually pretty neat, I have to say. All of these little subtle shapes and colors, and then the background, it's crunchy. It reminds me of like an Amiga cartoon. This is, oh, and the face that blends in with the skies up above. Holy smokes. This is a good composition. This is a beautiful picture. Okay, everybody, hold still. Take a picture of me. Jeez. Okay. You gotta print this out and put it on your fridge. You have to print out this wonderful, whimsical photo made up of all of these colors and lines, and print it out and put it on your refrigerator. And then I'm going to print it out and put it on my refrigerator so that I can look at it and be remembered of this time that I was made up of all of these wonderful, beautiful colors. Holy smokes, wait a second. Every single day you're made up of colors. That's wonderful. Oh my goodness, have you ever considered that? Every single day of your lives, you're walking around. You might even be sitting around or laying around. Whatever form you exist in, whatever activity you're doing, it doesn't matter. The point is that regardless of that, you exist and you're made up of thousands of microscopic colors. Isn't that wonderful, gang? You're so beautiful. Look at you. Look at all of those colors that exist on you. Every single shade. We can find it on you somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Somewhere. Even teal. Well, I don't know. Teal might actually probably be the hardest shade to find on, like, the human body. You can still have color if you're in the dark. Don't you have any night vision? I can still see pretty well whenever it's at night. It's just a different array of colors. It's a different flavor, if you will. Right now, we are on the blueberry circuit. As you can see, this reminds you a little bit of eating blueberries and drinking blueberry tea because of all these blue tones. But then the hints of red also give an aspect of sweetness to it, which is why the blueberry is the perfect fruit. At least for describing the scenario. It has the essence of blueberry, the scent of blueberry, the feeling of blueberry. Know what I mean? I think I might just be thinking this because I'm drinking blueberry tea right now. Pardon me, I'm going to take another sip. The Blueberry Nebula. This is where we're all joined here today. We are riding on the blueberry circuit of the Blueberry Nebula. Ooh. Okay, stop staring at your face so that this is goofy. This isn't journalism. This is narcissism. Whew. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. To be or not to be? That is the question. What can change the nature of man? What is best in life? See, now I've settled down. I've gotten through with all of my pondering, but it's also really fun to hold my microphone and like toss it back and forth. How does that affect the sound whenever I toss it back and forth? I gotta listen to this after I'm done. Oh. Ow, oh, man. Is it back? Hello? Okay, cool. I accidentally disconnected the microphone because I was tossing it around too much. Because it feels like a ball, and I took the blue snowball off of its little stand because I just got a little bit too excited about the concept of how it looks like a ball. But alas, I just need to straighten this out. I think my web camera jacked up again, but maybe it'll come back to life. Okay, yeah, Oh my gosh, I've been having so many technical difficulties, but then they get eradicated due to the persistence of our spirit, due to the human nature we endure past all of these technical difficulties. You see? This is extremely optimism. Just you wait. See? You thought I was dead. You thought that I didn't exist, but I did. I'm sorry that I threw you around like my blue snowball microphone. CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike. I don't even know what CrowdStrike is, but I'm going to write it down on my list of things that I'm going to Google. No, I'm going to Google it right now. I need to understand what you're telling me. I don't want to exist without knowledge forever. CrowdStrike. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's okay. I'm just seeing some logos. But please enlighten me. What the heck is CrowdStrike? I thought it was like a game because it sounds like Counter-Strike. And so I thought that you thought that I was playing a game and that was just how it looks. But alas, I might be a bit of a dingus. We're back, kids. We're back in the Blueberry Nebula. Who on the right? What? Hey, I'm not very tech savvy, and I'll be the first to admit it, Dodsodolo. I just use whatever Windows tells me to, like a good mouse. I let them dictate my life. I let Microsoft dictate what I wear, what I eat, what I smell like, how I sleep, who I am, who I'll be, marble tulip juicy treat. Oh man. I accidentally drank my tea, but I didn't put my mouth close enough to the straw, so it just sprayed everywhere. But that's okay. I don't care. I guess I'll just be covered in tea. It's okay. We can't complain too much about the tea we spill on ourselves in life. We can only prepare for the tea we'll drink in the future. Oh, CrowdStrike is the thing that's ruining everybody's lives, but not mine, because I live in the good part of Texas, where everything always functions and everybody's always happy. Everybody has a smile on their face. Even the streetwalkers. We're all friendly around here. Just kidding. I don't think they're that friendly here in this city, but there is a major prostitution problem here. Well, I guess it's kind of neutral. I don't really care. They can do what they like, but it is a fact. Lots and lots and lots of them around. Especially in the things that are billiards rooms. They'll be called billiards rooms or game clubs, but they won't actually be clubs in which they expect you to go play billiards. There will be a front so that you can meet ladies of the night, I believe. But I've never met a lady of the night. I don't know that just because I'm a frequent customer of ladies of the night or anything. It's just common knowledge, you know. That's just how it goes in Texas. Blood runs thicker than oil in Texas. Oh. No, my computer just sucks for its own rights. It doesn't have CrowdStrike. This isn't my problem. I'm the solution. Wait, the answer. What did Steven Universe say? You're the solution? You're the reason? No, you're the answer. Whenever Rose Quartz talks to those little guys, what are their names? The short ones? Ruby and Sapphire. She tells them, you are the answer. That's what I'm thinking of. I am the answer. Well, I will say, Windows Vista was beautiful looking. It does have that advantage. Oh no, now my thingy is starting to delay and lag and stuff. That's okay though. It's not, wait. What if the mention of CrowdStrike has been what's giving me CrowdStrike? Oh my gosh, you guys, you freaking give me CrowdStrike. You shouldn't have brought it up around me. It's knowledge that you're not supposed to have, so then whenever someone tells you about CrowdStrike, you get CrowdStrike, and then it brings down your whole stuff. You're the reason why my computer is crashing. You could have let me live in blissful ignorance free of CrowdStrike, but now it's ruining me. It's ruining my whole operation. That's okay though. I don't mind. I guess I don't mind having my whole operation ruled by CloudStrike. It's fine. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I wonder if I do have CloudStrike. Hold on, I can probably check that, but I probably won't right now because I feel like trying to do that. It'll be the cause of my own down. Wait. Have you noticed that if you look up in the top right corner, it also kind of looks like a garden gnome? Do you see what I'm talking about? You see like his little round nose and his pointy hat and his beard? I'm going to be honest with you. At first, whenever you're talking about CloudStrike, I assumed it was like the name of the tornado or the hurricane or whatever. Like, oh, there's Hurricane CloudStrike, and it's the thing that's like ruining Houston. But I think I got a little bit mixed up. Because I guess there can be like 2 disasters at once, can't there? Man, I'm ignorant. That sucks. Hearing everybody talk about this made me realize I'm like ignorant of the world. That's so embarrassing. I don't know about CloudStrike. Whoa, that's so embarrassing, Odette. You really need to keep up with the world events. Gee willikers. Only thing I do is brush my teeth and go to school. I don't know about these things. I don't lift my head up and look at the newspaper, but maybe I should. Then I'd know about what the heck people are talking about. All I know is about the beauty to be found in the film It's Pat. Oh, well. We can't all be geniuses that go around knowing all that there is to know. Who do you think I am, the town crier? Hear ye, hear ye. CloudStrike has struck again. CloudStrike has struck again. Hear ye, hear ye. A hurricane has ravaged Houston. Houstonians may be without power. Yeah, I don't know about these things. Well, I don't know. It's good. I'm just not the town crier. I suppose you are all the town crier. You just sit around town, don't ya? You just sit around town and you start crying. Those emotions start getting to your soul, and then you start crying about, like, your feelings and stuff. And that's okay. It's okay to be the town crier that cries about your feelings. Having emotions is very, valid? Yes. It's fine to be emotional. It's fine to be in tune with your town crying. Don't worry about it. You can cry about CloudStrike if you want to. You can cry about anything. CloudStrike, what? CloudStrike's cut down many corporations. Avalanches? Wait. CloudStrike caused an avalanche? How? Are they really that powerful? No. Stop telling me the news. I don't need to know the news because the news doesn't apply to me because I live in my own world, baby. I live in Odette Zone. Population uno. Did that sound cool? Whenever I said that, did you think that I sounded really cool and that I looked really cool? Could you imagine me with shades and a pompadour and a leather jacket and a toothpick and a comb? And as I tell you that cool stuff, I'm combing my pompadour and slicking it back onto my head. And then I take the toothpick and I flip it around and I catch it again. Is this the imagery that's invoked whenever you see that? Yeah. I've never played Final Fantasy VII, thank you very much. Well, I guess I played it for like about 10 minutes one time, but I just didn't enjoy it. I'm sorry. You may be displeased to learn that I'm not really much of a gamer. I like some games well enough, but I'm hardly a big gamer. That said, I will like one every now and then. I thought that Disco Elysium looked kind of boring, but then I heard that the protagonists are in love, and then I thought that was really romantic and sweet. Like a wholesome story of these 2 old men coming together and finding each other. And so now maybe I'll watch someone else play it one day. But I don't think I'm going to play it myself, but that sounds kind of interesting. What else? I liked Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. That was the last game I would ever stream on Twitch before meeting my untimely end. I like Splatoon 2. I don't like Splatoon 3. Though Dead Zone is a space in the mind, baby. It exists always and everywhere, kid. Pacha. 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 Did you hear those cool finger snaps? Pacha. Pacha. In case you didn't understand, that's our ASMR portion of today. This is whenever I made the ASMR finger snap so that you could imagine what it would be like to snap. Because you can't snap. You don't have that much motor skills. You don't have the motor capacity for snapping, and I'm not judging you for it. It's just a statement. It's just the truth of the matter. Oh, thank you. Wait. I remembered whenever I was throwing the microphone, and that was bad. I shouldn't have been throwing that. Because it could have broken, then I would have been even more at a disadvantage. Then I would have had to use the built-in laptop microphone, and it probably wouldn't have sounded that good. Hold on, I'm going to try it so that I can throw the microphone. Let me see. Blue snowball. How does the built-in microphone sound? Does it sound good? Does it sound better than the blue snowball at all? Does it? Oh man, this thing is really breaking down now. Can you see? Can you see this moving very well? Oh my gosh, this is breaking down. Oh well, I'm going to use the built-in microphone for a bit so that I can continue to throw the other microphone as I please. But now that I have more focus, I won't necessarily be at risk of dropping it, because now I don't have to focus about talking into the microphone at the same time, so now I can safely juggle it. It was a good final. I loved that game. Aw, thank you, Shiny Whispers. How kind, how kind. My FWP For You page isn't sad. It's filled with wonderful things. Well, actually, hold on. Let me take a gander at my YouTube page. It's just cartoons and Ween songs. I just watch a lot of Ween videos because they're very, I don't know, comforting to the mind. And it's like, haha, yeah, those crazy Ween boys and their wacky songs. Not that they're all wacky, of course, but that's what makes up a lot of my YouTube feed, because I just like to see the same things repetitively. It eases the soul. Oh yeah, there's a lot of erasure videos right now. Nothing to do with world news though, which is why I'm so ignorant. I seek out no news. I only seek out joy. I'm a joy seeker. No bueno, no bueno. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you don't like the beautiful sound of the built-in microphone. Man, this thing is moving really slow. This model is horrible. That's okay though. Oh shoot. I did a flip backwards. Does the bad Skype call sound quality, does it feel nostalgic though? Does it remind you of 2014 and sitting in your bedroom with your online friends trying to press play on a movie all at the same time so that you can all watch it together? Does it evoke these feelings? I'm not gonna bounce the microphone against the wall. I'm just throwing it back and forth on my hands because I enjoy, oh yeah, after the stream I gotta go watch my own stream and I gotta go listen to that and see how it sounds like, because I was quite interested in knowing how it sounds to, be tossing the mic back and forth. I wonder how largely the slapping sounds pick up on there. Hold on, I'm going to make slaps more. Let me turn on my blue snowball again, and I'm going to slap it really, really loud, and then tell me how it sounds. And then I'll go afterwards, too. Alright? Alright, hold still. Hold still, I'm going to slap you, okay? This is how the slap, tell me how the slap is sounding. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Did it sound like a slap? This time I made sure not to slap, like, the metal netting part. I don't know what that part on the microphone is called, but the micy microphone. The earlier bouncing was loud, but not too deafening. Well, then how is this slap? Did it sound cool? I feel like it would, but I don't know. Maybe it's not all that impressive, but my hand does hurt now. It really does hurt. Ow. Ow, I slapped that microphone really hard. Hold on, I'm going to do it again. No, I'm not going to do it again. I'm too scared. I don't want it to hurt. Ouch. Because this is still painful. You know? This wasn't really the best idea. But it wasn't the worst of ideas either. I've had much worse ideas. So I thank you. I thank you for this neutral experience, my dear friends. The neutral experience of slapping. Goodbye, Nickel Ghost. Have a nice afternoon. It made a sort of click sound since you maxed the microphone at. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm going to do it one more time. That time I didn't slap it as loudly, so I wonder if actually the slap would pick up a little bit better in that case. One more. Ow! Ooh! Ow, 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 ow. Oh, man. That one actually hurt my hand again. Alright, that's enough microphone slapping. I don't want to actually wind up breaking this thing. Or my hand, for that matter. My hands are very important. They do essential work for our economy and ecosystem. Good night, Nickel Ghost. We're going to tell you a lullaby. Sleep, little Nickel Ghost. You love to sleep. Don't wake up, Nickel Ghost, or you will be a bee. Buzz, 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 buzz. That's a pretty good lullaby, not gonna lie. I think it might even start a new phrase called Sleepy as Bee. You know, one of those funny little southern catchphrases. Now whenever people go off to bed, they're gonna be like, shoot, I gotta head out because I'm as sleepy as a bumblebee. The first two were more of a bonk. The second one was a click again. Okay. Ooh, my hands do still hurt. Have you ever, like, when your hands hurt, the pain is almost as though it's, like, itchy. It's very peculiar, isn't it? It does hurt, though. I really, like, as I was hitting, it whacked on, like, the tendons that exist within my hand, which was rather uncomfortable, if I dare say. Hello, Hawk's Mouse. How be'th thou on this fine afternoon, youngster? Oldster. I need a drink. Pardon me. Of course, Albrecht, not that little sharp snap of pain as it like whips against your hand. I actually hurt my fingers a little bit last night because I was eating some rigatone, and I decided that I wanted the pieces to be like really tiny rigatones, little rigatinis. And so I took them and I manually broke them up into all like little fourths, and that kind of started to hurt my fingertips. But it was worth it. Well, it wasn't worth it. It tasted weird, but that was because it was nutritious lentil pasta, and nutritious lentil pasta always sucks. But that's okay. We don't eat it because it's good. We eat it because, I guess, it's nutritious. Blech. I hate nutrition. I hate disgusting nutritious things like green juice and lentil pasta. But alas, this is what we must do in life in order to get in our vitamins and fibers and all of these wonderful, wonderful things. You know what I'm saying? I also hurt my fingers a lot one time whenever I was making a cranberry pistachio biscotti, and I wanted to use the pistachios that I already had, and they were all shelled, and so I manually broke open like a cup of pistachios, and that hurt so bad. Oh, was it painful. Was it worth it, though? Yes, because that's the story of how Odette saved Christmas with her delicious, delicious biscottis. I wouldn't do it again, though. However much it costs, I think that I would most certainly always go for, pre-shelled. Should I ever try to take on this endeavor again? Huzzah. Phew. Man, I love Christmas. I wish that it was Christmas right now. Well, I guess I don't wish that it was Christmas because I wouldn't really want to have to go and get everybody a Christmas present, especially during the summer, using my resources, both mental and fiscal, to determine the perfect object. But I wish that it was like the lead up to Christmas where everything is holly and jolly and we're all wearing sweaters and the weather outside is a little bit chilly and crisp upon our fingertips. Wouldn't that be nice? To be in the midst of winter. Oh, and then we'd have a snowball fight. Man, well then, I really gotta stop being so nostalgic. I gotta live in the moment. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm that nostalgic, but I have been nostalgic quite a lot lately. Specifically for not those super early years, like childhood years, but the middle school years. The turning point of life. Hello, Cheeto. I'll have you know that things are not going too wellly. This quality is all crashy and bad, but that's okay. I think I'll only be here a little while longer, and I'm sorry to hear that you caught the dysentery. But I do kind of actually like how the camera's not working, and how it's just like jumping around and lagging and stuff, because it's creating kind of a neat look. I like seeing Odette like jerking around, popping up various places. It looks kind of neat. Ooh. The pistachio still hurts, but that's okay. I don't think I've ever had it dig under my fingernail. It just really wore out my fingertips having to split so many. It was a lot of fingertip and it was a lot of fingertip pressure. But in the end, I endured. I made those Christmas biscottis. Those were no nostalgia. Well, my friends, I think it is time for us to part ways. I'm going to go Google my list of things that I was told to look up. So, what does this say? Colossal opossum? Okay. And Tarkus? Oh shoot, I can't read my handwriting. Oh man. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to decipher this writing and I'm going to go see what wonderful things you have told me today. See you later,